Good morning, peeps. Well, another day, another dollar. So we're in set fair for a rain-free morning anyway, so thought I'd have a couple of hours back on the T25 and get this lower front panel sorted. So far I've cut the rot out and I've cleaned it all up in preparation for putting this panel in. This particular area of rust is always a problem. A couple of overlapping flanges there, so I'm going to really douse it with some of this bad boy stuff, as well as plug welding it in place. I mean, you could probably get away with just bonding it in with the old Tiger Seal, because in my experience is very strong stuff and it's not a real stress area, but it's always nice to have a bit of weld where there was weld originally. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So let's see how we get on and see if we can beat the rain. So some more progress. Use some zinc primer to cover any rust eventualities, and cleaned up where I'm going to plug weld. So what I've done is tiger sealed that bit on there and clamped it down. That should give the underneath of it a bit of protection as well. Tried to keep them away from my plug weld holes, so I can get a good weld in there, and some welders along the top. I think that should suffice. At least it'll be better than the rotten metal and fibreglass and body filler repair that had been put on there by a previous keeper of the vehicle. And I mean, if it spreads in the future, it'll be just a case of starting all over again, I guess. Anyway, that's where we're at today. And back onto Herman German. I've decided I don't like the exhaust on it. Some people might like it. It's a bit throaty and a bit sort of racy, but it's not my cup of tea. I don't want to really attract too much attention from anybody, so I'm toying with the idea of changing the exhaust, or I don't know, or possibly even selling Herman the German. Owes me about £4 but I think I'll peg it at 3,750. I mean, the amount of time I put in it, I've lost money on it, but I don't know, I really like it. It's a really nice looking bug. I love the 5-spoke sort of MP style wheels on it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think I should keep it or what? Trouble is, I've got this. I've got the T25. Beyond the T25, I've got a Transit Custom, which I fitted out quite nicely as a camper that I use now. You can see it there, the white jobby. And I've got SR160 Micra. My wife's got a Micra. It's all expense, so I don't know. I really don't know. Practical side of me says, yeah, you need to sell it. You can't drive them all anyway. It's not that I do a lot of driving anymore, just the shows and, you know. Like I say, I don't really do that much driving anymore, so yeah, there's the Transit Custom. Oh, I can't, it's not open at the moment, but that was just a plain white van when I had it, so I've put the sun visor on and the stripes, and I put windows in it and a vent in the top, and I fitted a furniture kit in, just a basic one, but yeah. Anyway, I wonder how long this Tiger seal takes to set. I can't really do much till I've let that set a bit, so hopefully it's nice and tight in there. It seems to be. I'm going to have to weld these up here. Yeah, I'll give it half a dozen little stitch welds along the top there. That should do the job. So a couple of hours later, and this is what we're left with. So not the prettiest of plug welds, but it's very difficult to get into this particular spot to clean the metal up nice. And one thing that MIG welding does like, it's nice clean metal. Yeah, we've all seen people welding on a bench with 2 new pieces of metal. Yeah, you can get a lovely weld going. You try introducing, oops, I've gone all dark. You try introducing a bit of paint and rust and crap. That's a whole different story. Anyway, that's that particular job done. What I did, I chopped out all the rust and the crap, primed it with zinc primer. Then I prepared the new panel also, primed all that up, and then I put on the Tiger seal on the panel, put the panel on, plug welded through that, not through the Tiger seal. I'd already cleaned, I made sure I didn't go around where I'd cleaned up for plug welding, and what else, yeah, then I sealed the edges anyway again after I'd welded it in and made sure it was all tight fitting. Sealed the all around the panel, and yeah, then finally a coat of the underguard, black underguard. So I'm not too worried about it looking gorgeous or anything. One of my plans for this van was, it's going to be a bit of a work van, sort of a synchro style swamp of work van thing, as they call them these days. Maybe not even fit it out, just use it as a utility vehicle. Anyway, I think that's a wrap.